The distress signal. The story begins in the year 2157. Earth has recently joined the Galactic Council, but humans are still seen as newcomers from a dangerous death world. Most alien species consider Earth too hostile for intelligent life to thrive. Captain Jack Miller sits in the command center of the human exploration ship Terra's Hope. His crew of 12 includes engineer Lisa Brooks, medic Tom Hayes, and communications officer Dave Kim. They patrol the outer rim of known space, far from the comfortable core worlds where most civilized species live. Dave picks up a strange signal, not the usual trading chatter or navigation. Data. It's a desperate SOS from the Kepler system 7 light-years away. The message is broken, filled with static, but the words that come through chill everyone on the bridge. Please, anyone. They're killing us all. Children hiding. Can't hold much longer. The signal comes from the planet Refuge, home to the peaceful blue-skinned people called the Keelans. These aliens are herbivores, tall and thin, with gentle blue skin and large eyes. They have no weapons, no military, and have lived in peace for thousands of years. Their technology focuses on art, healing, and farming. Jack tries to contact the Galactic Council, but bureaucracy moves slowly. Forms must be filled. Committees must meet. The nearest council fleet is months away. The council members debate if they should even respond. Refuge is far from important trade routes. Meanwhile, the SOS signals keep coming, growing weaker each day. Dave decodes more fragments. Raiders with red ships and taking our people. They're burning our cities. May someone please help? Lisa studies the ship's engines. Terra's Hope could reach Refuge in 2 weeks if they push the drives hard. But they're just one small exploration ship with basic weapons. Tom points out they have medical supplies that could help survivors. Dave argues they should wait for proper military support. Jack faces a hard choice. The Galactic Council says humans are too violent, too aggressive for civilized space, but maybe that's exactly what's needed now. He thinks about his own children back on Earth, safe in their beds. The Keelan children hiding on Refuge don't have that safety. The crew votes. It's unanimous. They're going to Refuge. As Terra's Hope jumps to faster-than-light travel, Jack records a message to Earth Command. We're responding to a distress call. If we don't make it back, tell our families we tried to do the right thing. The ship races through space toward an unknown enemy in certain danger. Behind them, other human ships pick up their transmission and begin following. Word spreads through Earth's colonies. Someone is attacking defenseless people, and humans are the only ones close enough to help. The galaxy is about to learn why Earth is called a death world and why its children are not to be underestimated. The Death World warriors, Terra's Hope, drops out of hyperspace at the edge of the Kepler system. What they see horrifies them. 3 Keelan cities burn on Refuge's surface. Strange red ships orbit the planet like vultures. These are raider vessels, pirates from the galactic rim who prey on peaceful worlds. The raiders, called Scar, are reptilian, creatures with sharp teeth and claws. They're bigger than humans, stronger, and their ships have powerful weapons. For centuries, they've terrorized the outer worlds because no one wants to fight them. The Galactic Council pays them tribute to stay away from important planets. Captain Jack studies the enemy fleet. 12 raider ships, each twice the size of his own. His weapons officer, Mike Stone, runs the numbers. In a straight fight, Terra's Hope would last maybe 10 minutes. But humans don't fight straight fights. Jack splits his crew into 3 teams. Lisa takes the engine room, pushing their small ship to its limits. Tom prepares the medical bay for casualties. Dave monitors raider communications and discovers something important. The Scar think they're dealing with another weak council species. The Scar have never fought humans before. They don't know about Earth's violent history, its wars, its predators. They don't understand that humans evolved as persistence hunters who never give up. They've never faced creatures that see impossible odds as just another challenge. Jack uses this ignorance. He broadcasts a message to the raider fleet pretending to be a council peacekeeper. He offers to negotiate for the Keelan's freedom. The Scar leader, Warlord Krex, laughs and invites the soft council weakling aboard his flagship to discuss terms. Instead, Jack leads a boarding party of 6 humans through the docking port. The Scar expect diplomats in fancy robes. They get Earth soldiers in combat armor moving with deadly precision. The human team fights through the raider ship like a virus attacking a body, small, fast, and absolutely lethal. While Jack's team captures the flagship's bridge, Lisa executes a desperate plan. She overloads Terra's Hope's reactor and rams it into the largest raider vessel. The explosion takes out 3 enemy ships and cripples 2 more. The surviving Scar panic. They've never seen anyone sacrifice their own ship in battle. They don't understand humans who choose death before defeat. Warlord Krex tries to rally his forces, but Jack's team has taken control of his flagship's weapons. The captured raider ship turns its guns on its former allies. Between the humans' tactical brilliance and the Scar's confusion, the tide of battle shifts. Enemy vessels begin retreating, but Jack won't let them escape to raid other worlds. Using the flagship's superior weapons, the humans hunt down the fleeing raiders. Tom tends to rescued Keelan prisoners who can't believe their gentle eyes. These violent humans fight like demons but treat the wounded with tenderness. The last raider ship tries to crash into Refuge's capital city in a final act of spite. Mike Stone, now manning the captured flagship's guns, makes an impossible shot. Bro, enemy vessel explodes harmlessly in the upper atmosphere. Silence falls over the Kepler system. The raiders are defeated, but the cost is high. Terra's Hope is gone and 3 human crew members died in the boarding action. The survivors float in space in a stolen enemy ship, victorious, but stranded. Then Dave picks up new signals on long range. Sensors. Human ships are approaching, dozens of them. Earth got Jack's message, and the Death World's children are coming in force. The rescue and recovery. The human fleet arrives like an avenging angel. Admiral Kate Ross commands 20 ships, cruisers, destroyers, and support vessels from Earth's Colonial Defense Force. She's a veteran of the Martian border wars, tough as steel and twice as sharp. Captain Jack Miller stands on the bridge of Waiuwar, the captured raider flagship, watching his people come to the rescue. Relief floods through him, but the job isn't finished. Refuge still burns below and thousands of Keelans need help. Admiral Ross takes command with typical human efficiency. Her ships spread across the system, securing the area and searching for any remaining raiders. Medical ships head straight for Refuge's surface. Engineer Corps begin fighting the fires that consume 3 major cities. Dr. Amy Foster leads the medical response. The Keelans are fascinating to human doctors. Their blue skin changes color with emotion, and they communicate partly through scent. But injury and pain are universal languages. Human medics work alongside Keelan healers, saving lives without worrying about species barriers. The cultural differences create problems. Keelans are herbivores who have never seen predator species before. Human eyes face forward like hunters. Human teeth include sharp canines. Human movements are quick and aggressive compared to the Keelans' gentle grace. Many Keelans fear their rescuers almost as much as they feared the raiders. Elder Voss, the Keelan leader, speaks with Admiral Ross through translators. His skin shifts to pale blue with worry as he thanks the humans for their help. But he asks the question that weighs on everyone's mind. Why did you come? The Galactic Council said no one would help us. Ross gives him a simple human answer. Because you asked for help, and we heard you. The cultural exchange goes both ways. Humans are amazed by Keelan art and music. Their cities grow like living things, shaped from plants rather than built from metal and stone. Their technology is organic, powered by controlled biological processes. They've achieved wonders without violence. Engineer Lisa Brooks, who survived the destruction of Terra's Hope, works with Keelan builders to repair the damaged cities. She learns their growing techniques while teaching them human engineering. The combination creates stronger structures than either species could build alone. But not all encounters are peaceful. Some Keelans blame humans for bringing violence to their world. They argue that the raiders only attacked because humans joined the Galactic Council. Death follows the Death Worlders, they whisper. Tension peaks when young Keelan protesters try to block human ships from landing. They believe their pacifist ways are morally superior to human aggression. The confrontation could turn ugly, but Jack Miller steps forward. He doesn't argue about philosophy or justify human nature. Instead, he shows them recordings from the raider ships, footage of Scar pirates laughing as they burned Keelan homes. He shows them the slave holds where Keelan families were chained. He reveals the raiders' next target list: 12 more peaceful worlds. "We didn't bring violence to your world," Jack says quietly. "Violence was already here. We just brought the ability to stop it." The protests fade as Keelans see the truth. The galaxy isn't as safe as they believed. Peace only exists when someone is willing to fight for it. The growing alliance 6 months after the rescue, the Kepler system has transformed. Human-Keelan cooperation has created something neither species could achieve alone. New hybrid cities rise from the ashes of the old, combining Keelan growing techniques with human engineering. These structures are both beautiful and defensible. Captain Jack Miller now commands the permanent human base on Refuge. His title is Defense Coordinator, but the Keelans call him Shield Bearer in their melodic language. The name fits. He stands between the peaceful Keelans and a dangerous galaxy. The partnership faces new challenges daily. Keelan youngsters volunteer for the defense force, but their parents worry about corrupting their peaceful nature. Human soldiers struggle to adapt to Keelan customs of meditation and harmony. Cultural misunderstandings create friction. The breakthrough comes from an unexpected source. Maya Chen, a human linguist, and Blue Leaf, a young Keelan philosopher, develop a new training program. They call it Balanced Defense, combining human tactical skills with Keelan wisdom about protecting life rather than taking it. The first Joint Patrol Unit consists of 6 humans and 6 Keelans. They practice together, eat together, and learn each other's languages. The humans teach the Keelans about weapons and tactics. The Keelans teach the humans about reading environmental signs and peaceful conflict resolution. Their first real test comes when pirates attack a mining convoy in the asteroid belt. The joint unit responds faster than any pure human or Keelan crew could. Human aggression combined with Keelan intuition creates perfect teamwork. They capture the pirates without killing anyone, something neither species could have managed alone. Word of the successful joint operation spreads. Other species begin paying attention. The peaceful flower people of System 7 request human protection after raider threats. The coral builders ask for defense training. Even some aggressive species show interest in the Kepler model of cooperation, but success creates new problems. The Galactic Council grows nervous about human expansion. Council member Zed, representing the dominant grayskin species, calls an emergency session. He argues that humans are becoming too powerful, too influential. They claim to protect peace, Zed argues before the council, but they build military bases. They train other species for war. They spread their violent culture across the galaxy. The council debates for weeks. Some members support the humans, especially species from the dangerous Outer Rim. Others fear human militarization. The central species, safe in their core worlds, see humans as disruptive newcomers who don't understand civilized behavior. Ambassador Sarah Kim represents Earth in the debates. She's a skilled diplomat but struggles against centuries of prejudice. The Council sees humans as barely controlled savages from a death world. They can't understand why anyone would choose conflict over comfortable surrender. The political crisis deepens when the Council passes Resolution 847. All military activities by member species must be approved by the Council Security Committee. The resolution specifically targets human defense operations, requiring months of bureaucratic approval for any protective action. Jack receives the news while training with his joint units. The resolution effectively ends their ability to respond to emergency calls. Pirates and raiders can attack peaceful worlds while humans fill out forms and wait for permission to help. Elder Voss calls an emergency meeting with human leadership. His blue skin shows deep purple streaks, the Keelan equivalent of anger. The Council protects the comfortable worlds, he says, but we live on the rim, where comfort means death. Admiral Ross, now commanding all human forces in the sector, faces a difficult choice. Earth could withdraw from the Galactic Council, but that would leave peaceful species defenseless. They could ignore the resolution, but that would make humans outlaws in galactic law. The decision comes from an unexpected direction. Blueleaf, the young Keelan philosopher, proposes a third option. What if we create our own agreement, she suggests. Not against the Council, but separate from it. A Rim alliance for mutual protection. The idea spreads quickly. 14 species signed the Kepler Accords, a mutual defense pact for outer rim worlds. Humans provide military leadership and training. Other species contribute resources, technology, and personnel. The peaceful species finally have protectors who understand their values. The Galactic Council condemns the Rim Alliance as illegal and destabilizing, but they can't stop it without admitting their own failures. The Outer Rim species have found a solution the Council couldn't provide. As Part 4 ends, the galaxy has split into two camps. The comfortable core worlds hide behind Council bureaucracy. The dangerous Rim worlds unite under human protection. The stage is set for a larger conflict that will determine the galaxy's future. The Deathworlders have done more than answer a single SOS call. They've started a revolution. The new Galactic Order 2 years after the first SOS call, the galaxy has changed forever. The Rim Alliance has grown to include 37 species and protects over 200 worlds. Human bases dot the outer, systems staffed by joint crews who combine the best of multiple species. Captain Jack Miller stands in the command center of Kepler Station, the Alliance's central hub. Through the viewports, he watches ships from a dozen species docking together. Human destroyers dock beside Keelan bioships. Crystal being light cruisers refuel next to rock people mining vessels. The diversity would have been impossible under the old Council system. The transformation isn't just military. Trade flows freely between Alliance worlds. Keelan agricultural techniques feed human colonies. Human engineering builds crystal being, art installations. Rock people mining expertise extracts resources for everyone. The Rim worlds prosper like never before. But prosperity brings new challenges. The Galactic Council, led by the Greyskins, views the Alliance as a threat to their authority. They impose trade sanctions and diplomatic isolation. Core world species are forbidden from dealing with Alliance members. Council member Zed leads the hardline faction. He argues that humans have corrupted the natural order of galactic civilization. Before the Deathworlders came, he claims, we had peace through proper submission to authority. Now chaos spreads as inferior species think they can govern themselves. The crisis peaks when Raider forces, secretly supplied by Council sympathizers, launch coordinated attacks on 3 Alliance worlds simultaneously. The attacks are meant to prove that Rim species cannot defend themselves without Council protection. Admiral Kate Ross coordinates the Alliance response from her flagship, the Harmony. The name represents the new philosophy, different species working in perfect coordination. Human tactical brilliance combines with Keelan intuition, crystal being energy manipulation, and rock people defensive strength. The combined fleet moves with unprecedented efficiency. Each species contributes their unique abilities to the whole. Humans plan the assault. Keelan sense enemy intentions. Crystal beings jam enemy communications. Rock people absorb incoming fire while others attack. The Raider forces, expecting to face scattered, weakly defended worlds, instead encounter a coordinated military machine unlike anything the galaxy has seen. The attackers are defeated in hours, rather than days. Not one Alliance world falls, but the real victory comes in the aftermath. Captured Raider communications reveal Council involvement in the attacks. The evidence spreads across galactic communication networks faster than Council sensors can suppress it. Public opinion shifts dramatically. Core world populations, kept comfortable by Council promises of peace, learn that their government secretly supports pirates and slavers. Peaceful species realize the Council's protection means leaving them vulnerable, while appearing to maintain order. Protests erupt on Council worlds. Species that never questioned authority begin demanding answers. The Greyskins' carefully maintained image of civilized leadership crumbles under the weight of revealed corruption. Elder Voss, Now the Alliance's diplomatic leader addresses the galaxy through underground communication networks. His message is simple but powerful. We offer what the Council never could: true protection for those who cannot protect themselves, cooperation instead of domination, and the right of every species to determine its own destiny. The message resonates across the galaxy. More species petition to join the Alliance. Some Council worlds begin secret negotiations for protection agreements. The Greyskins' empire of comfortable oppression starts collapsing from within. Jack Miller finds himself in an ironic position. The man who answered a simple SOS call has become the symbol of galactic change. Peaceful species see him as their protector. Aggressive species respect his strength. Even some Council worlds quietly ask for Alliance help with their own security. Problems. The final confrontation comes when the Council fleet arrives at Kepler Station, demanding Alliance surrender. Admiral Ross meets them with the combined Alliance Navy, not to attack, but to demonstrate their strength. The display is overwhelming. Hundreds of ships representing dozens of species all working in perfect harmony. Council Admiral Vorth, commanding the core fleet, realizes he faces an impossible situation. His ships are outnumbered 3-1 by forces that have proven their tactical superiority. More importantly, half his own crews come from species sympathetic to the Alliance cause. Instead of battle, Vorth requests negotiations. The old Galactic Council agrees to recognize the Rim Alliance as an independent entity with equal status. The galaxy officially splits into two power structures: the core worlds keeping their comfortable council system, the Rim worlds choosing Alliance protection. But the real change goes deeper than politics. The galaxy has learned that peace isn't maintained by submission to distant authority. It's protected by people willing to stand up for what's right, regardless of the odds against them. The story ends with Jack Miller receiving another SOS call, this time from a Council world under raider attack. The comfortable core finally needs help from the dangerous Rim. The Deathworlders answered the first call. Now the galaxy knows they'll answer them all. The end.